You're tuning in to another episode of On Social with Nikki Nicole. We are streaming live at the Girl Power Luncheon right here in Millersville. I'm sitting here with my phenomenal girl, Miss Danita Hike. Girl, today,
wow.
All I can say is, honey, let me tell you something. When you got up, like, y'all don't know the connection that I have with D. Like, I really, really do love D. When I say I love D, is because we have such a sisterhood connection. Today's message was the power of connection. That was really the point of this Girl Power Luncheon today, was really finding your purpose, but it was also trying to tell you how to connect yourself with people who can help take whatever you're trying to do to the next level. Now, I got very humble when I told my little testimony today, because 365 days ago, I remember when I met Diana, I got in the car and I called D, and I was like, D, girl, this girl talking about get out your feeling. You got to meet her.
Yes.
And look what has happened. The power of connections.
Who would have ever thought?
Who would have ever thought?
We would have been on the same platform.
Girl.
365 days later.
I mean, sometimes things don't just happen when you want it to happen, but like you said, when you write the vision and make it plain, and it's always the power of tongue is lies in, how is it? Let me get it right.
Life and death lies in the power of the tongue.
So we spoke life into a situation that we didn't even know that was gonna happen. Girl, I have so many plans to take you so many places, and I told that to Karen, I told that to D. I'm sorry, to Diana as well, because I was like, you and D, I got so many places I need to take y'all to, and that's true. I'm doing so many brunches and lunches in Atlanta, business brunches, and I want people to know who you are. You know, me and you already talked to Honey, book me, take me out of Millersville, take me to other places.
Exactly.
Tell people what you do. Tell them who D is. Come on.
Well, D Hike is D Hike Ministries. I am a woman of God, and what I do basically is just God has called me to empower and to encourage women, hurting women, and so that's what I do. I just empower women. We shame the devil, and because he believes that us as women that we cannot get along. He believes that we're not able to connect, and I just believe in divine connections. This has been an intentional walk for me this year, and it's all about making sure that women know who they are and whose they are.
Yes, I love that. I love that. And like, I really want you to be at the tea party for the Power Pink.
I will be there.
And we're doing 50 Shades of Pink, ladies. D has such a phenomenal story. I ain't gonna get into it yet because y'all gonna have to come and see.
That's right. That's right.
She has such a phenomenal story that she can share with broken women and women of giving them hope. It is so many things that the messages, you got so many things that you got going on. I mean, like, I know you're going to have a book. I already see that. When they're going to come?
I'm in the process of writing a couple books right now. This past 30 days, God has put in my spirit to do 31 days of D Hike, all about D Hike. And,
what does that mean?
Basically, this past 31 days, what I wanted to speak about, or what I wanted to speak about, but God said, no, I'm not ready for you to share that yet, was about the Superwoman syndrome. Okay. And basically what that means is that as super women, we think that we can do everything. We think that we can conquer it all. We can be everything for everybody in our own strength. Yeah. And what God is saying to us is that you can do all those things, but you have to do it rooted in me. Mm-hmm. And so that's kind of where I was for these past 31 days, is just laying before the Lord, meditating, allowing him to really speak into my life what direction he wanted me to go in. And he has been, when I say he's been speaking, he has been speaking and I've been writing. He even said that to take the 31 days and make that into a mini book, telling women how to do that, how to focus on self, how to find the purpose that God has for you. And when you have a lot of chatter going on around
distraction,
it's really hard to hear from God.
Oh yeah.
But in the 31 days, I'm simply meditating. I'm simply just pushing some intentional time aside just to hear from him.
See, a lot of times what I love about what you just said is being intentional. It is hard to kind of focus and it's hard to balance it all out. And I think that the book would be really good. It's a daily book, so that it's a daily affirmation book that people can actually follow. And I would love to, I'm gonna get your book, I'm gonna get the book. Cause see, I be all over the place sometimes, honey. I be needing to be balanced, honey. We be off balance a lot. And I love what you said about the superwoman syndrome, because we do think, we got this S, but you see what this say G, the God's girl, because the S will kill you.
It will.
Trying to do it all.
It will.
It is so hard. So I told you before, you got to come back on the show and we got to do a more personal interview with you, because you got so much that you got going on, and I would love to promote it. I want to bring it to Atlanta. The Power Pink is a little different from the 50 Shades of Pink. The Power Pink is really, it's a breast cancer awareness event in Atlanta that we're doing, but it's also talk about behind the grind of the woman.
Yes.
And what you just said was confirmation that superwoman syndrome. I need you to talk about it.
Okay.
Let me tell you why. Because it is so many women that sits back and they'll look and say, I can do that. I can do what she do, because they think it's easy. But like they said out there, people don't know what it took for you to get here today. People don't know what you done been through that gives you your story. So I be wanting to really share with women that people don't wake up and be success overnight. It's just not, it's hard. And it's steps and it's levels to this thing. So that's what I really, I'm gonna talk with you offbeat about that, because I would love for you. We're looking at it being October the 1st, and I still want you to do October the 15th here. It's just so many things that I just see with you. And I love Dee. She is a true woman of God. Tell people how to book you. I ain't gonna even talk about it no more.
Well, it's really easy. I'm not one of those people. I don't have all of the great platforms that I've been on, but God, he uses me in the way that he chooses to use me. And so you can basically just give me a call. My phone number is 478-696-2271. You can also message me on Facebook. I am Dee Hike on Facebook. I'm not really big on a lot of the social medias. I do have Instagram. I have all of those, but I've not mastered those yet. So don't hit me on that. Stay on Facebook. I'm still learning. But also every Thursday night at 7:15, I do an empowerment call.
Oh yeah, I know.
7:15 p.m. And I would love for you to join us on that call. That number is 1-302-202-1106, and the access code is 893-839-POUND. And join us. The call is amazing. God shows up. We know that he tells us when 2 or 3 are gathered in his name, that he would be in the midst. Even on the phone lines, God shows up. So join us. That's how you can reach me. That's how you can get in contact with me. I do travel, and I'm just about the word.
Oh, I know.
I'm just about the word. If it's not about the word, if you don't want the word of God, I'm not the girl for you to book.
Honey, let me tell you what her message was today. Go big or go home. Just a little bit.
Go big is basically saying that we have to go big, meaning we have to go believing in God. Basically what that's saying is that we cannot go on our own strength. It's time out for us making decisions in our lives. It's time out for us just seeking what we want, but we have to understand and know what God's purpose is for our lives. And so that means that we either got to go big, meaning go believing in God, or we need to go home, because it has nothing to do with us, but everything to do with him.
Well, let me tell y'all, honey, she delivered the word today. Dee is so talented. You got daughters that are talented. Your daughter's son today. And she was in a play that I just not too long ago interviewed her. God is just taking people surrounded by you in different levels. That is a great thing.
It is.
Again, everybody, this is my girl Dee Hike. We popping with our ponytails today.
Yes.
We got our
I'm
ponytails
like
today, girl.
ponying and makeup. My daughter was like, you got to do
so
it. And
pretty.
this is not
you look
me, but
gorgeous. And I know what I love about you too. You have the girls and pearls.
Oh yes, godly girls wear pearls.
Yes,
that's another thing that I do. And basically, it's not about the actual pearl per se. This is just something something that just signifies pearls, but we know that pearls are pearls of wisdom. When you've gone through something, when you've been somewhere, God intends for us to share that with the next young lady or the next woman. So I kind of call it like a risk management ministry.
Okay.
Basically, if you know what risk management is, you have someone that knows the ins and outs of what you're doing, and they come in and they guide you. They help you to get rid of the things that may be a risk in your life. And so I just like to compel women, especially those of us that have gone somewhere, that have traveled some of those roads that a lot of people don't want to travel. It's time for us to start risk managing some of the younger women's lives.
Yes.
Not necessarily telling them what to do, but telling them how to do it, and maybe just being an ear for them and a concern. And the moment we're able to come out of where we've been and stop being so secretive and start being more transparent, then a lot of women will be able to be delivered.
Oh, I truly believe it. I truly believe if you share with the right somebody, I think that you gotta want it. I think that that's how we can actually get our blessing. Sometimes we hold on to stuff and we harbor stuff, and it makes us bitter.
It does.
It makes you a bitter woman. And so like when Tyler Perry wrote A Mad Black Woman, he showed you how bitterness can make you so mad on the inside. And it's a lot of people that is just like that woman that's broken. And it ain't all about a man. It's all about things that have happened in their past that they hadn't let go.
Exactly.
And it keeps them from going to their future. Listen, y'all, I gotta have Dee back on my show. She has so many things that she can share with us. You're a mentor to young girls. You know, we gotta create another Dee, which is gonna be your girl. You know, I call one of her daughters Keisha Cole. That's my girl child. She is my girl.
She loves that.
Yes, I call her Keisha Cole because she is definitely that. And she has your daughter that's sung today. I love her. She got so many talents. That's just you got your team.
Well, God has basically blessed the house mightily, and I just appreciate him for doing that, because everything I need is in the house. My beautician is in the house.
I know.
My makeup artist is in the house. My praise and worship leader is in the house. My prayer warrior is in the house. My 9-year-old who's in Virginia with my mom, she's like my armor bearer. She's in the house.
Pruning, because you're pruning and grooming them.
Yes.
Not so much is to walk into the ministry, but to be women that have purpose.
Exactly.
That's the thing. I think that's what's lost.
Exactly.
You gotta come back on the show,
will.
Dee, please.
You gotta
tell us what you got coming up, and again, so they can know how to. I know they know how to follow you, but tell them what you got coming up, because I want to come. We want to come see.
Right now, I'm still in the planning stages of quite a bit of stuff. I was just in Virginia on last week, and we did Releasing the Baggage at Little Grove Baptist Church, and so I've had people requesting and asking for me to do that here.
Okay.
So I'm in the process of trying to get that set up, get a date set up for that. I've also, because I'm a single woman, I also do single ministry, and it is just amazing, just what God has given me for the singles and why we have such a hard time.
It's a walk in the single, and I'll just walk into the single.
Let me just give you all a little bit of this. The reason why you having so much of a problem with being single is because a lot of you don't understand what singleness means. Singleness equals celibacy.
Yes.
And when you're not celibate, you develop soul ties that aggravates you as the relationship is not moving in the direction that you want it to move.
Honey, she just touched on something. Honey, somebody say amen.
Amen.
We got to have you back on the show because you got to talk about it.
Yes, of course.
It's so many things that I want you to come back on and talk about on the show. I'm going to set that up offline, but I am so glad you came. I love you, Dee.
You all have me
I want you to go as high as you can go.
Yes.
And I just can't wait to see. We can look back and say, girl, again, 365 days from today.
Yes.
Because look what happened. 365 days was just, I knew Diana, I knew Dee, I knew Karen, and I didn't know how we would all end up together. I didn't even know about this show. Yes. Well, guess what God said? By this time next year. I know. By this time next year. My God. Everyone, you're tuning in again to On Social with Nikki Nicole. My girl Dee Hike. Stay tuned.